It's Wednesday, June 25, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help and the stigma. On the news this afternoon. Oil marketers shelve protest at Port Harcourt refinery. Court adjourns bail hearing in attempted murder trial of Ogoni activist. NYSC denies extending service year of Lagos core member. PDP NWC convenes as Governor's INEC talks end in deadlock. On the foreign scene, dozens killed in Israeli strikes while waiting for aid in Gaza. I'm Ifechuku Moyili with the news. Now, a planned protest by fuel marketers at the Port Harcourt refinery was shelved after a closed-door meeting with the company's management. Chairman of the Independent Marketers Branch of Nupeng, Uche Uduo, said the protest was prompted by repeated diesel price hikes implemented 3 times in 3 days, despite the refinery not yet resuming production.
There was an increment. It was already from 930 naira, increased to 980. People have also done that differential in the bank. Instead of them to load out these products to market, they came up with another increment of 1,130 naira. And people are asking, where are we getting this money from? So the contention is allow us load within the old rate that we have paid for. You don't ask me to pay for a product you have. After making the payment, I've not loaded, you increase it. I took the first increment, you are increasing it the second time. That's why people are saying no. But as of today, there is no loading.
He explained that the facility is still dispensing old stock as turnaround maintenance continues.
Are supposed to load out their product, because even when they stopped production, according to them, they are still giving out this product to marketers, to consumers. Usually, if you have a reservoir, you are working on doing little maintenance here and there, that will not stop you from giving out product to people. That is not on production. That has to do with the production area, giving out product, giving product to their customers, to marketers.
Meanwhile, the pump price of petrol has risen to between 940 naira and 960 naira per litre in most filling stations across Port Harcourt. Many stations that sold at 905 naira last week have now adjusted prices in line with the new depot rates, following a price announcement by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL). Industry watchers link the hike to rising global crude oil prices driven by tensions between Iran and Israel. In reaction, the Port Harcourt Zonal Chairman of Pengasan, George Woko, urged the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA) to prevent price exploitation by marketers.
Disaster events affect prices. The volatility in the oil and gas sector. Once the crude oil price increases, the byproduct, the refined product will increase. Is the reason why we are seeing this. But what we are actually advocating is that the regulators should be able to determine the ratio of this impact, so that the marketers don't take advantage of Nigerians. If you allow them to have the few days, they will determine fix any amount, any price for Nigerians to pay. So the regulators need to check what's the ratio of this impact and then apply it commissionally to Nigerians.
Similarly, cooking gas prices have increased, with 1 kg now selling between 1,500 naira and 1,600 naira, up from 1,150 naira to 1,200 last month. A vendor, Harold Boniface, blamed the increase on supply shortages at major depots in Port Harcourt.
That's not there available, but I think maybe from now to evening our own will soon come. The way we are selling 1.5 per kg, it's almost getting to 2 months. They just told us that they want to do maintenance. Inside the company.
Moving on, a Rivers State High Court in Port Harcourt has adjourned the bail hearing for four men accused of attempting to murder the leader of the conscience of Ogoni people, Mr. Gani Toba. The suspects, Xavier Robert, a.k.a. Timberland, Leso Wugisere, Lekia Dele Manapo, and Dele Abubari, a.k.a. Bob Satan, allegedly ambushed and shot Toba on March 12, 2023, as he returned from Zapo community in Kana local government area, leaving him unconscious. At the resumed sitting, the court could not proceed with the bail hearing after the prosecution counsel from the Rivers State Ministry of Justice, Precious Odu, informed the court that he had not received motions from the second and fourth defendant, although counsel for the first defendant made an oral plea for bail. The presiding judge, Justice Augusta Chukwu, declined and insisted that all motions be heard together. The court adjourned the bail hearing to September 26, 2025 and fixed November 4th and 18, 2025 for definite hearing. The suspects are facing a 7-count charge bordering on conspiracy, attempted murder, coercion and unlawful possession of firearms. Others involved in the case are said to be still at large. In the meantime, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has strongly condemned President Bola Tinubu's proposal to establish cattle ranches in Abuja and across various Nigerian states, calling it a repackaged version of the controversial Ruga settlement scheme. In a statement on Tuesday, IPOB spokesman Emma Powerful described the move as a land-grabbing strategy disguised as national policy, warning that it threatens indigenous communities like the Wagi people, the ancestral owners of Abuja. IPOB criticized the prioritization of cattle over critical national issues like education and security, claiming such actions echo historic patterns of subjugation and cultural erasure. Vowing resistance, the group declared it will not allow any form of cattle settlement in some part of the south they describe as Biafra land. They called for modern livestock management practices instead of what it labeled as neo-colonial conquest. Coming up next, NYSC denies extending service year of Lagos Corps members. Stay with us. The service year of Lagos Corps member Rita Ugwamaye, popularly known as Raye, over her viral criticism of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Recall that Raye had described the president as a terrible leader and lamented economic hardship and poor living conditions in Lagos via her TikTok account. She later alleged that NYSC officials threatened her and asked her to delete the video, prompting public figures like Omoyele Sowore to vow protest if her service was unjustly extended. However, NYSC officials insist that no decision on extension can be made until a core member is due to pass out, and Ugwamaye herself has not confirmed any extension publicly. In other news, the People's Democratic Party PDP National Working Committee has reportedly called for an emergency meeting today. Now, it followed a deadlocked session between PDP governors, party leaders, and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, yesterday. INEC advised the party to consult its members, its constitution, and other documents to resolve its internal disagreement. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, asked the PDP to clear the confusion surrounding its national secretary position.
So there are issues to discuss, and we look forward to this important clarification from the party as to who is the secretary. In the last couple of months, we received letters from the party saying that one Mr. Ude Okoye was the secretary. Thereafter, the party changed its mind and said it was Senator Anyao. Thereafter, the party changed its mind to say that it's Mr. Shokwedo. And again, the party changed its mind to say it's Anyao. And the last letter from the party actually has no secretary at all. It was only signed by the chairman.
The PDP acting national chairman Omar Damagum, while addressing journalists after the meeting with INEC, stated that the party will consult its leadership and respond to the commission within 48 hours. The PDP has continued to grapple with internal crises since its defeat in 2015, marked by leadership wrangling, defections, and unresolved Congress disputes across key zones. At the center of the current tensions is the ongoing battle for the National Secretary position between Sunday Udokoye and Samuel Anyanwu, who enjoys the support of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. This rivalry has deepened internal divisions and led to repeated postponement of the party's next meeting. And now in business, a bill for an act to amend the 2024 Appropriation Act to further extend its capital component from the 30th June 2025 to 31st December 2025 has been passed in the Senate. Leading the debate on the bill during Tuesday's plenary, Leader of the Senate, Obeyemi Bamidele, moved for the suspension of the extant rule to allow for the second and third readings of the bill. Most lawmakers supported, but some questioned why the executive always come up with extension of budget implementation period after passage. Senator Seriake Dixon from Bayelsa strongly opposed the move, arguing that the request required further scrutiny by the Senate Committee on Appropriation. Presiding over the session, Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau said the extension would allow the government to complete key capital projects in the 2024 budget. MultiChoice Nigeria has slashed the price of its DSTV decoder by 50%, dropping it from 20,000 naira to 10,000 naira. The company announced that the move aimed to attract more customers and curb declining subscriptions. According to the firm's chief executive officer, John Ube, in a statement released on Tuesday, the offer was a way of rewarding customer loyalty and delivering enhanced value to subscribers. And now in entertainment, Nigerian singer Stanley Omar Didier, popularly known as Omale, has revealed that money could help him heal from depression. The So-So crooner disclosed this in a post on social media on Tuesday, claiming that £10 million or dollars could make him feel better for at least a month. Omale has openly discussed his struggles with chronic depression, which nearly took his life, wrote via his X handle on Tuesday. 10 million in pounds or dollars right now will heal me for at least a month. And now in sports, head coach of European champions PSG, Luis Enrique, has criticized the ball and the pitches being used at the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup taking place in the U.S. In an interview after his side's 2-0 victory over Seattle Sounders, Enrique said the pitches were full of holes while the ball bounced like a rabbit. He said his team have had to adjust the way they play since their arrival in the U.S. because of several unfavorable conditions.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
At least 46 people waiting for aid have been killed by Israeli fire in two separate incidents in Gaza. Local rescuers and hospitals told this to newsmen. UN agencies have strongly condemned the current US and Israeli-backed food distribution system, calling it dangerous and deadly. These types of fatal incidents have become almost daily, but receive little global attention since Israel's recent strike on Iran. The UN reports that over 410 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli attacks since the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation began operations in late May.
Nigeria Info.
On the news this afternoon, you heard oil marketers shelved protests at Port Harcourt refinery. Rivers State High Court has adjourned the bail hearing for 4 men accused of attempting to murder the leader of the conscience of Ogoni people, Mr. Gani Toba. PDP NWC will reportedly convene today as governors' INEC talks ended in deadlock yesterday. On the foreign scene, you heard 46 people have been killed in Israeli strikes while waiting for aid in Gaza. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Mwanyeli. Many thanks for listening.